hope that everything goes without a hitch today, folks. Good morning to you guys. I hope that you're having a fine day, and I hope that the Bobo is okay. I guess we'll only have to wait and see. Folks, welcome to Friday. We're here. I'm still trying to get used to this new setup that we have, and there's still things that I want to do. I wanted to get this other camera hooked up this morning and figure out a way. God, I hate that I'm getting into this right now, but I will. I wanted to have this other camera set up that was going to focus basically just on my phone. Now, I know we could mirror my phone and have that on the screen. Maybe that would work better. But I was going to do some heavy trolling this morning. Picture this. Just hear me out. I'm always coming up with new ideas for the Bobo. What if instead of doing interviews with individuals, we just did like Instagram video chats and just talk shit to people? No, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, I said. Oh, God. I hope that would work. But I didn't get it. I didn't get it set up. Jengar says the camera looks a lot better. So yesterday's stream was in 720. Cody said that was the issue for why we were having problems. I said, fuck that. We've always streamed in 1080. Every other chatterbait, I mean just chatting, is in 1080. We're not going to downgrade, okay? I'm not going to settle for less that's tattooed across my chest. But could you imagine that, though? We're doing these interviews. Fuck interviews. I don't care about how much time you served. Let's just talk shit. Bitch, you don't know nothing about the fucking system. I tell you what you was probably doing in the... Can you imagine the implications with this? See, people always ask me, Joe, what are you going to do when you get done with Felon Flippers? And I say, fuck it. We're going to do interviews, but not interviews. Just shit talking. There was a video that I loved from back in the day. It was called The Gangster Party Line, where basically it was like a parody video. Remember how they used to have the party lines you could call in for like 99 cents a minute? And instead of, talking to chicks, you're talking to dudes who are talking shit to you. I think it would be something. We got the sub goal up here every day. We want to make sure that we're getting subs or trying to get subs. It may be a little thirsty, maybe a smidgen of desperation in there as well. But it does remind people that if you're not subscribed and you're able to do so, please do so. Mr. Skill, shout out to you. Mr. Radio Voice, in all fairness, you were just streaming in 1080p. It's the same bit rate, so it might as well be 720. Probably a damn good point. Silly Willie says, Dream Daddy, it's Friday. I'm going to be honest, Cody wasn't here yesterday. We didn't get this thing fixed. I reset the internet, and I closed out the program and restarted the program, so we will try it. We will try it. I can't guarantee it'll work, but we'll try. Boogie, shout out to you for them 8 months right there. Camo Fisher, what's going on? RJ, what's going on? Good morning to you. Murpha, good morning. Sick Boy, shout out to you guys. Thank y'all for being up in here. Tammy, good morning. And everybody else up in here. Stupid Jets fans, go Chiefs. Let's go sports. Let's go sports. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. For the last 2 days, after the Bobo, I haven't been getting shit done. It's been really hectic, really busy, and I hate that. I haven't even gotten no videos filmed. I've gone filming, but then, we only get like half of a video. And I did that twice yesterday, and I don't like that. Today, I do got a bunch of videos that I need to film. And, I'll give you a good example of why I'm not getting any videos filmed. So yesterday, I go over to the house. I did some plaster work myself. Made sure that the electrician and the plumber, they had everything that they needed. They were rocking and rolling. Trim, shout out to you for that subscribe right there. It's just been busy. My accountant called me. She needed some information. Something else happened. There was like all this stuff that I had to get done on the computer. It was kind of a pain in the ass. But long story short, I wasn't able to get a video filmed. I thought I was going to get a video in front of the camera filmed yesterday. But folks, something would happen yesterday that would absolutely change my life entirely. And this is not clickbait. I'm getting ready to share this story with you. And I also attempted to film a video about this. I hate telling you the story after the fact. I want you to live this with me. And I could have done better. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Sam says, Joe Ryan sold your invisible HVAC. Who is Ryan? Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Fitzgerald, Ryan Reynolds. Who is Ryan? But shout out to you, Sam. I know what you mean. Not overview says, how long would the install for the HVAC take? That's happening tomorrow. It's going to take the weekend. So there's that. I am the Slack says, is Brian trying to sue you now? Sue me for what? There's nothing you can sue me for. But I don't know. I mean, how would you sue me? I guess you would have to get a lawyer, and then you would have to explain to the lawyer what you think your gripe is. But, you know, the lawyer would probably tell you, wait a minute now. I hear what you're saying. But did you just tell me that you are a wanted fugitive? A wanted fugitive? I can't. Wait a minute. You need to go. Link, shout out to you, man. Thank you. Good morning to you as well. All right, so anyways, something happened yesterday that would change my life. Folks, I have been dealing with chronic back pain. So bad, it's been in my stomach. Boy, I felt that shit in my stomach, no homo. And I've been dealing with this for at least, I don't know, a year. But over the last couple of months, it's gotten progressively worse. Like really, really bad. So bad that I can't sit down without having a pillow behind my back. I mean, I feel like Betty White in this bitch. No disrespect to Betty, but like I feel old. Fucking old. So, trying to get yesterday's video done, trying to get some emails done. I call my wife and I say, baby, I am in so much fucking pain. Can you get me some medical marijuana, or can you try to get me in to see a chiropractor? Now, I don't know nothing about chiropractors. I think we talked about this yesterday, and people were like, yo, Joe, chiropractors, they ain't even real doctors and shit, though. They like witch doctors, voodoo, hex and shit. Acupuncturist. So I don't really know. My wife would call. It was about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, 2:15. I'm editing the video. She calls me back at 2:20. She says, hey, I got you an appointment for 3 o'clock. I said, baby, thank you. Thank you so much. 3 o'clock. I'm not even done editing the video yet. I'm literally trying to get this video edited while I'm driving to the chiropractor. And I'm also trying to film a video about this. I'm like, yo, we're getting ready to go see a chiropractor. I don't know nothing about this shit. Boy, they about to stretch me out. They about to blow my back out. Boy, they about to break back mountain my motherfucking ass. You know, I'm making some nice little jokes. I'm in a lot of pain, though. But I need to give you guys, we need to take an exit real quick. We need to stop and get some gas along with this story. And when we stop, proverbially, I need to tell you some very real shit. TJ Brand L, shout out to you. Thank you for that subscribe right there. Welcome. I need to tell you something, and this is all jokes aside, okay? And I'm almost tempted to film a video about this. I'm almost tempted to, this is a big reason for me writing my memoir and my book. All jokes aside, folks. I don't know when it started. You probably see it in the Bobo that I've changed sometimes, and I'm really going to try to do better, right? Aaron, shout out to you for that subscribe right there. Yesterday, I would realize it on the ride to the chiropractor. Folks, if you ever saw me driving, Notorious, shout out to you as well. If you ever saw me driving, I speed. I go 80 miles an hour everywhere. I don't care what the speed limit is. I don't want you in front of me. I'm honking. I'm beeping. I'm the worst driver in the world. And as if I'm not an asinine enough sometimes here in the Bobo, picture me behind the wheel. So as I'm driving to this chiropractor's appointment, I'm almost like in a cold sweat. I'm speeding because I know I'm going to be late. It's my fault that I'm late. I was working trying to get the video done. That's the justification, but the burden falls on me. I'm the reason. Should have just left a little bit earlier. Then you wouldn't have to drive 80 and scream and cuss at everybody in front of you. I share this with you because when I got to the chiropractor's place yesterday at like 2:58, I was early by like 2 minutes. I parked the truck. I'm pissed off, right? I'm mad. I'm like, man, fuck these motherfucking drivers. And I walk in here with this super attitude, and I realize that, and I mean, this is like all jokes aside, right, folks? I'm like straight up fucking losing myself. And I've been doing this for a while. I think just like my back pain, this has gotten progressively worse. The stress of life. So much shit going on in life. So much shit, kind of weighing on me. Weighing on my soul type of shit. And I feel like, and look, here's another justification for Joe going back to smoking. I haven't done it yet. I was so close to going and buying that pack of cigarettes yesterday, being like, fuck the world. What the fuck does it matter? I'm going to be honest with you, and I swear to God, I'm not doing this for no pity. So don't feel sorry for me. I am literally speaking it to you as real as I possibly can. My justification for this is, well, if you think about the way that I drive and the way that I live and the way that I give zero fucks about most everything at this point, it's only a matter of time. I mean, how much longer do I really got before I either get fucked up in a car accident, potentially die, or something worse? Brian comes and tries to do something crazy. I push it to the limit with pretty much everything. So, mentioning all of that, no pity party intended. And I haven't smoked, but as an addict, you will justify everything. But anyways, I get into this chiropractor's appointment, and they're like, sir, you need to sign some paper. Man, fuck, give me the paperwork. I'm like, what did these people do to me? Right? I'm just a mean, nasty Mr. Grinch. And that shit ain't no fun. I talk about enjoying life in the free world. I ain't enjoying shit right now. And I don't like that. I don't know why it's the way that it is, but it is. So I fill out this paperwork where they're asking me way too many fucking questions about my personal life. You're not even a real doctor. What do you need my social for? But then I realized that a lot of people who go to chiropractors go because of car accidents. So either an insurance company's paying for it, a lawyer's paying, like somebody's paying for this shit other than somebody who's going there paying out of pocket like I am. And it was only $150 for all this shit that they would end up doing. I fill out the paperwork. They ask me what I do for a living. I say I'm a real estate agent. Me and job titles don't really mesh well. So I just say real estate. What does your wife do? Why do you need to know what my wife does? She's not the one that's here. I'm here. She does real estate too. Fuck it. So I go back. I watch a short video about what chiropractic shit really is. I overhear a lot of people coming and going. The place is almost a little bit busy. That almost pissed me off, but shit was moving pretty quick. And everybody who came and went prior to me, was talking about CBD oil this, CBD oil that. So for a brief cunt hair of a second, I almost was thinking to myself, am I in a pill mill? Is this one of those pain clinics? Can I get me some oxys up in here? I mean, shit. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this. And not that I would really want those, but fuck, if it would help me for my back pain, why the fuck not? And one question that they ask you, or at least they asked me here at this place was, what are you here for? Are you here for pain relief or corrective, therapy? I was like, shit, pain relief. Give me some motherfucking dopamine. Give me something, because I'm fucking hurting. I'm feeling like Betty White carrying motherfucking the rest of the Golden Girls on her back. That shit hurts. My back feels like it's made out of balsa wood right now. That shit is fragile. Balsa wood. Boy, I took it back to when we was kids and we was building models. Y'all remember balsa wood? Joe, you should have been a fucking Eminem freestyle lyricist. Boy, you about softer than balsa wood. There's my good piece for the day. Meth is dopamine. Scumacab, thank you. I didn't know. And let me say this as well. I've never done CBD oil. I don't smoke marijuana, even though I really want to. Especially more so now. I've never done these things and I'm scared of these things. My worst fear would be for me to do some CBD oil or some devil's lettuce and then to get on the Bobo and y'all would know. Y'all would be like, yo, Joe, where's that piss cup at? Because I show up in my motherfucking Ray-Bans talking about some, yo, have y'all ever really looked at the sky before? I mean, really looked at the sky? Like what color grade do you think that is? Is it sky blue? Is that where that color comes from? I'm too good for drugs. Or am I? Right? Because it's not so much that I have beaten addiction, because I've got an addictive personality. Every fucking day, I battle with myself to go buy a pack of cigarettes, and I've yet to do it yet. I don't know if I'll make it today. It's not that I've conquered addiction, but because I'm such a piece of shit up here, I feel like I'm better than addiction. Ugh, you do what? You smoke meth rocks? Oh, look at you. Oh, that is ghetto. Oh, fuck no, not Joe. Fuck no. I'm eating tapas. You know what a tapas is? It's a small portion at a restaurant. I fucking hate myself a lot of the time. You know what I mean? And I share all of this with you to entertain you and to offer you some like insight into the mind of a psychopath or a sociopath. I don't know which one, but I know I'm probably a little bit of both. Oh, God, what the fuck? This was all supposed to be about the chiropractor, right? I get up in there. I watch the short video. They take me back, and this woman, she's not one of the chiropractor doctors. She's like maybe a chiropractor nurse. I don't know what the job titles in here are. I've got the card downstairs. Nibby says CBD is not made from pot. It's made from hemp. You don't get high. Shit me. There was an 80-something-year-old woman coming out of that motherfucking doctor's office yesterday talking about, yo, have you ever really looked at the sky, though? I mean, them clouds look like pillows. That bitch was high. Talking about that CBD was rocking. She told the woman, she was like, yo, I'm a little worried that the dosage that I'm taking is a little too strong. Because when I take it, I can't feel my face. I mean, I can touch it, but I can't feel it. I'm like, oh, shit. Hey, just go ahead and give me the oxy and let me get the fuck up out of here. Because the Fed's about to raid this bitch any minute now. Kevin, shout out to you. Thank you for being up in here. So, I begin talking with this woman, and I'm going to be honest with you. Very nice woman. Everybody in there was very, very nice. I began to calm down immediately once I began to see somebody. Now, mind you, this woman, she takes me to the room, the examination room, right? I'm in my coat. I'm very arms crossed, like legs crossed, like I'm very closed off, right? But she begins to ask me questions, you know, like what kind of pain you got? I said it's in my middle back, and it radiates. It's like shooting pain all the way into my stomach. She would ask me about any accidents. I said, I haven't been in an accident since I was 17 years old. That was 20 years ago, folks. 20 years ago, at the age of 17 years old, I got shot through a sunroof of a fucking Nissan Maxima that was closed. When I told this woman this, she was like, what? I mean, what? Like, what did you go through? How did you go through that? I said, lady, I went through the material and I went through the glass. Head motherfucking first. That's what happened. I didn't receive any, therapy or whatever from that. But then she starts asking me like other questions, like my health. She was like, do you smoke? I was like, well, I just recently quit, but I'm ready to start again. She was like, well, that's probably anxiety. Terry, shout out to you for subbing up in here. As I'm talking with this very nice woman, she is making me feel like I'm talking to a counselor. And I know that's not her job. But do you understand, like, by me talking to this woman, like, the fucking shit is just like, I'm just, like, the devil. I'm, like, possessed, like, head spinning around my shoulders type of shit. It's just like projectile vomiting, the stress, and just to be able to talk to somebody about what the fuck is wrong with me or what I think it is. And even though all she was doing was taking notes for the doctor who was supposed to help me with my back, the shit felt good to get it up off of my chest. Right? So, I would meet the doctor, a very nice woman. She would come in there. She would talk to me about the car accident. She would talk to me about taking x-rays. They took some x-rays. They found out that, I told her about the pain in my stomach, and she says, well, from your back, from your spine, there's a nerve that runs through your ribs. So you're probably feeling it in your ribs. I was like, yo, that's exactly where I'm feeling that pain at. They do the x-ray and they find out that I've got a, what did they call it? Not a fractured disc, but a compression fracture or some shit like this. They said, you've got this one disc that's like this. It's like smushed. And it's like a compression fracture. And she was like, and it makes perfect sense by you talking about the fact that you were in a car accident 20 years ago. You went through a sunroof. You got fucking compressed, hitting that joint. It's probably where it came from. I'm like, wow. You mean to tell me I've been carrying around this pain, this physical pain for 20 fucking years? I thought it came from sleeping on prison bunks. I was going to say something else. Bugatti, shout out to you for that subscribe right there. I thought it came from all the bad bunks, you know, from being locked up. Lumpy prison mats. But it wasn't. It made perfect sense that it came from this car accident 20 years ago. So again, very nice people. They give me electroshock therapy. Okay, this is something that they give you after they do, what do they call it? An adjustment. But I don't know what an adjustment is just yet. And in fact, they give me the electroshock therapy prior to the adjustment. And I am freaking out. I'm like, yo, what you mean electroshock therapy? They was like, we're going to put these little sensors on your back. You're going to lay face down. We're going to put these sensors on your back. And you're just going to feel this buzzing. And we can turn it up as high as you want. So they begin turning this thing up, and I tell them, you know, okay, that's good enough right there. And I'm realizing all you're doing is electrocuting my back, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel great. It feels kind of weird, but I'm like, shit, if it's going to help my back pain, fuck it, let's do it. So I go through that for 10 minutes. After that, they got my x-rays. They know now that it was a compression fracture, right? So now they're like, okay, you can sit in this chair, and I'm going to get ready to adjust you. Now, folks, if you've never been to a chiropractor, I've brace yourself for what they fucking do. What an adjustment means is they're going to crack your back. They're going to crack your joints, right? And they're fucking good at this shit. So I ain't even really paying no mind. I keep hearing this like, it almost sounds like a spray rig, like sucking up paint. It's like, and I don't know what that is, but then I see it, and it's this gun. They've got like these vibrating tools that they use to like help, you know, relax you before they pop muscles. Well, the gun, actually, you know what? It doesn't sound like a spray rig. It sounds like an impact, an air driver. It's like, that's kind of like what it sounds like, but just not really that intense. Red Abyss, shout out to you for that subscribe. So I'm hearing this and I'm seeing them do it to this guy. They're hitting him with the impact driver. And I mean, he's eating this shit. He's like, oh yeah, it hurts so good. It hurts so good. I'm like, okay, that's what that noise is coming from. I understand that now. Well, there was a woman who was waiting after the guy. She goes next. They lay her down. They stretch her out. The woman, doctor, who I had been dealing with, is getting ready to adjust her. Now, mind you, it's about 4 o'clock. I'm trying to get the video uploaded. As I'm not really paying any mind to what they do to her until I hear it. I hear it, and then I damn near shit myself, just a little bit. I hear what sounds like this woman just fell from a 10-story window and hit the ground. It was like the most intense cracking and popping sound I'd ever. It sounded like every bone in her body broke. It was like, crack. And I was like, crack. As soon as I heard it, I looked and they were looking at me and they were like, oh, don't get scared now, you're next. Don't get scared now, you're next. And this is one of my more severe patients who's real tight, real locked up. And I'm like, yo, that shit sounds like You just killed her. It sounds like you just snapped her fucking neck off her shoulders. Crack. I'm like, oh my God. Folks, I wanted to take a picture of it so bad. I didn't. I'll do it the next time if I get a chance to. Because after they did that, they're popping this woman all to pieces. They're popping her all up, right? And she's like, God, it hurts so good. It hurts so good. I'm like, yo, I got to go next on this shit. Hey, look, man, I'm good. I'm good. Put me back in that electric shock therapy thing for a little bit. I'll be okay. Fuck this. You got me super shook. What if you snap my neck? I haven't even got my book written yet. I wanted to take a picture of what they did next, folks. They literally took this harness, right? A harness with a handle on it. It almost looks like a dog toy for a bigger dog where you've got the rope and then at the end of it, you got the stick where they can like hold it like it's a handle with their mouth. Well, picture that right there, except you've got the handle and then on the other end, you've got like a circle part of a strap. They put that circle part of the strap around this woman's neck, up over her head. The doctor was standing there with the freaking handles getting ready to crank this bitch like a weed whacker. How did that story go that Dave told about the Chicago story? She started me up just like a chainsaw. Dookie everywhere. That's what this shit looked like. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking... I ain't never seen no shit like this. They had the handle, and the doctor was just completely leaned back, stretching this woman by her fucking head. And I was like, yo, that is fucking crazy looking. So, I wanted to take a picture of that. I didn't. I went next, though. So the woman laid me on my stomach. She tried to crack my back, popped it with her hands. It didn't pop. She was like, boy, you was tensed up for real. You ain't never been to a chiropractor? No, I ain't never done it. She was like, lay on your side, put your leg up to your throat, and, put your arm behind your fucking head. And she tried to crack my back that way. It didn't work. Turned over to the other side. Didn't work. So then she told me, she was like, stand up on the wall. They got this little pad on the wall. It's only this thin. It looks like a tall rectangle. She was like, stand up on that. Lean forward. I leaned forward. She put her hand behind my back, right there below where my back's been hurting at, and she fucking pushed me right back up into that pad. And folks, it felt like my whole fucking back broke. I sharted just a little bit. She put her hand over the top part of where my back's been hurting at, did the same thing, pushed me back like a car accident. Now I shit myself. I gotta wipe my ass. I gotta fucking, 20 years it's been since I've had my back popped. Tell me you wouldn't shit on yourself. I ain't lying. I had to go. I was like, yo, where's the bathroom at? And you know what was crazy? I didn't even tell you all this. I didn't think about it. It's hindsight being 2020 and all. When I got there, okay? Fuck this. I'm downloading this and I'm fucking turning this into a video. It's that good. When I got there and I was talking to the nice woman who I thought was like the therapist, asking me about my life and my problems. Well, prior to her asking me about the questionnaire, she asked me twice, back to back, if I needed to use the bathroom and told me where it was at. Do you need to use the bathroom, Joe? It's literally right down the hall around the corner to your right. I'm good. Okay. Well, we're going to have you wait right here. And again, if you need to use the bathroom, I advise you to do so. It's right down the hall to your right around the corner. I didn't know what she meant with that. Sure as fuck found out when I was getting my legs suplex behind my fucking head and shit. So, there was that. Also, I forgot one crucial part of the story, and that was while I was laying down and she was trying to pop my back, she had me on my stomach first. She tried to use her hands. It wouldn't pop. She turned me on my side, wouldn't pop. On my other side, wouldn't pop. I laid on my back, and this woman put her hands behind my neck, and she hit my neck like this. Never had my neck cracked before. That shit, I thought I died. And she hit that joint the other way, same thing. Never had my neck cracked before. She was like, and you know what was so interesting about this? I forgot to tell you this as well. And this was, you ever seen that TV show Pimple Popper, Dr. Pimple Popper? See, I've never seen it, right? But you got to imagine that somebody who does that for a living must really like that type of shit, right? Like, oh, who the fuck could do it? And so many people watch that shit because it kind of gives them like a little, like, you know, it gets kind of like arousing for whatever reason. Or, you know, they can't stop watching it. Like, draws them in for whatever reason, right? Well, a chiropractor's the same fucking way, except not with pimples, but with cracking your bones. Because when she was hitting that other woman, prior to me going up there, every time it would be like, she would be like, oh my God, did you feel that? That was so good, so good. This is the doctor now. I thought this bitch was creaming herself. Hit that joint the other way. Oh, goodness gracious, did you feel that? I'm like, yo, this shit was freaking me out. So when she hit my neck, same shit. Oh God, that was so good, so good. I can't tell you if it felt good or if it felt bad. I heard it. I felt it. I can't tell you if it felt good or felt bad. I never felt nothing like that before. I'll tell you this. We'll fast forward and then we'll come back. When I got home that evening, last night, waiting for my wife to get home, I'm sitting there eating like some Pringles or some shit, right? I'm eating these Pringles and I'm like, damn, what the fuck, man? My jaw hurts. It feels like I just got punched in the fucking mouth or some shit. And it still hurts. You know, mildly. Like my whole fucking jaw hurts. And I don't know if that's connected, but it's got to be. It's got to be. Right? So, she cracked my back up on the wall twice. She cracked my neck twice. And then she started hitting me with that impact driver. Right? But my back hurts on this side. Okay, on the right side. But she was hitting me with that impact driver on the left side. And, like, I'm not even really feeling it. I mean, I'm feeling it, but it's not feeling like anything too crazy, right? With this, as heavy hitting as this thing sounds, now that I'm actually touching it, oh, yeah, I fucking feel that shit. Wow. That shit is tenderoni. Super tender. Ooh. But she was telling me, she was like, look, I want to adjust your left side to correct your right side. Your shit's all out of whack. Not only is it compressed, it's kind of twisted. So, you know, we're going to try to get this joint right. And as she was hitting it, it was like, ta, 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 ta. She was like, oh, yeah, that's it. That was a good one. And I'm not making fun of this woman because, look, turns out by the time it was all said and done, I spent $150 on this. They asked me initially when I got there, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your pain level? I said fucking heroin. That's my pain level. You got some of that? I said it's a fucking 10 all day long. Bad joke, forgive me. I said it was a pain level 10 when I left. They got me scheduled to come into this place 3 times next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, to do all this shit all over again, crack me all up. But here's the kicker. I spent this $150. Your insurance, I guess, probably covers this if you have insurance. I don't have it. And my best friend, shout out to you. Folks, I literally have no more fucking back pain. It's fucking gone. Well, it's actually starting to come back just a little bit. But like last night, nothing. I ain't never slept so good in my life. I could sit on the couch, not feel that sharp shooting pain in my stomach. Starting to come back just a little bit. But yo, that shit feels amazing in comparison to what it's been feeling like. And this was something else that was interesting. The woman told me, the doctor, she was like, you know, keep in mind, I don't know how you're going to feel after this. She was like, you got to imagine. You haven't been adjusted in 20 years. You've been carrying around this compressed, fractured disc. And, you know, there's nerve pain that's shooting around to your ribs. She was like, so when you get adjusted, it releases what she called trash. She said it's like lactic acid. And that's like built up in your little crevices or whatever. And supposedly, like, that shit can make you feel like shit. Well, I don't feel like shit. I do feel sore as a bitch. I feel like I got my ass kicked yesterday, but my back don't hurt. A little sore. But I feel amazing in comparison. So long story short, I mean, that was a super long story. Folks, if you got back pain, headaches, neck pain, I highly advise. I was completely unbelieving of this shit. The video they make you watch when you get there literally talks about the intense amount of schooling that these people have to go to be considered doctors. And the woman's, business card says Dr. such and such. So she is a legitimate doctor. If you got pain, I would highly advise you going to a chiropractor. Sam says, so will you go again? Yeah, I'm going 3 times next week. Lodalag says they ain't doctors. I don't know. Hey, Mac, what's going on? Man the fuck up. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for allowing me to share that story. I want to try to get, I guess we can try to get this game rolling. I don't got a lot of hope for this, but we're going to try it anyways. I got Dream Daddy pulled up. All right. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know. I got to actually pull it up on the Bobo on my phone to see if we got any action. And we don't. I don't know why this ain't working. Cody, what the fuck, man? Why the fuck ain't it pulling up, man? All right, bear with me one time. Let me try this for the one time. Let's try to screen capture and kill that and kill that and pull that up. All right, let's try that. The delay on this. I can't close Twitch. That's not going to do it, Mango, but shout out to you. Still ain't working. Still ain't working, man. Why? What's crazy is so neither one of them are working. They're both all jacked up. So I just tried to pull up BitLife, and BitLife is doing the same exact thing. Oh, shit. All right. Well, hopefully Cody will be here today. I mean, for real, because I don't know how to fix this shit. And hopefully that'll work. I do got a contingency plan for this. Junie Cake Boss, sorry for the echo. It was probably because I had it pulled up on my phone. I've got a new segment that I'd like to incorporate with the Bobo. Supreme says, what are you trying to do? I was trying to pull this game up, this mobile game, and it wasn't working. It doesn't matter if I close it out and restart it. It ain't going to change the fact that it still just ain't going to work. All right, but anyways, I got this new segment, folks, and it's called Shit Yourself or Nah. And basically, I want to share a story with you. We'll share a story maybe once a week we'll do Shit Yourself or Nah. So if you guys have a story that you would like to submit for Shit Yourself or Nah, please do so. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up anywhere, my email. Hit me up somewhere if you've got a good story that could be a good contender for Shit Yourself or Not. Now, mind you, it doesn't have to be prison related. If it is prison related, then that's a double whammy. The story that I want to share with you, first of all, is not prison related. Smoking Sense says, tell us about Brian. I don't know nothing about Brian right now. I don't know. I don't have any. Well, I do actually. I was doing a background check on him earlier this morning because I'm trying to find out exactly the truck that he has. But anyways, I saw all of these judgments against him, and boy, damn, dog, you got sued by everybody. No wonder you talking about you think you can sue somebody because you've been sued so much, you might think you might know how to stand a chance. You don't. Your word is fucking, your word is Tekashi 6ix9ine right now. Actually, that might be actually good. So I don't know. Shit yourself or nah is hydrocarbon. I haven't even opened that email yet. I haven't had a chance to do what I need to do. I will get that done. I said I was going to get it done this week. Forgive me. I'll get to that. Chatty Patty says, how's Davey doing? Hey, Dave's doing good. I actually just talked to him for the first time in a long time yesterday. And before we go into this next segment, I do want to give a very special shout out to Dave. Dave hit me up. And like I said, you find out who your friends are when you got other people that you think are friends, Brian, who turn out to be lying about everything and leave you in a really fucked up situation to kind of where you feel like you're dying. All that rhyming. But Dave would hit me up. Dave's actually doing flooring work now. Dave is working doing floors. He's done a lot of floor work in his life. That's why he's doing flooring work. He enjoys that type of work. And he's working with a dude who is a big-time fan of After Prison Show. And they want to come and do the floors at the house for free. And that's a major, major thing right there. Now, of course, I'll buy the materials. The materials will be expensive. They'll be about $1,500. But they want to come do the floors. Now, I was very humbled by this offer and told them that I absolutely would take them up on this. We'll get some videos filmed. Dave's been extremely busy with work. That's why we haven't been seeing him. But I also want to do the floors with them. I've never done flooring. I'd like to learn it. I was over there doing plaster work yesterday. Shit's a fucking breeze. Don't understand why it took so goddamn long, but that's none of my business. Oh, wait, it absolutely is, though. Kimmo, shout out to you for them gift subs right there. Shout out to Dave's girl, Laura. But anyways, they offered to come do the floors for free. We're a real kind gesture. And I told him I would definitely take him up on it. So, just really nice. I actually got to go back to Connor's work today and pick up a piece of duct work that he made for this HVAC system. Tomorrow, the HVAC's getting installed at the house. So, I mean, it's really crazy. Just so many people have been reaching out. So many awesome supporters of After Prison Show have been reaching out. You guys have been reaching out, just wanting to offer help or wanting to tell me how much of a piece of shit that I am. And, you know, it all means a lot to me. It really does. So I greatly appreciate all of the kindness. Just thank you guys. Vicino, shout out to you. Big time stuff you're doing right there. Thank you for the subs. All right. So I want to share this story with you guys. It's called Shit Yourself or Nah. Basically, I want to share this story, and you guys let me know if you were in this situation, would you shit yourself or nah? I ain't shitting myself over that. Well, folks, I guarantee you this first one is a major caca storm all up in your trousers. And this comes to us from Joe's Nightly YouTube Adventures. At night, when I'm trying to go to sleep. Oh, that's the doggies. I thought somebody was breaking into the house. At night, when I'm trying to go to sleep, I'm trying to do the bobo. Dogs, I'm trying to do the bobo. I watch a variety of different YouTube videos like planes, trains, automobiles, and space. Those are my things right there. So, you know, you can get a good idea of what I'm getting recommended right here. So here's my recommended. Notice there's no prison content on here. I'm not watching a prison channel to save my fucking life. But that's just me. It's none of my business. So we got planes right here, flying some planes. We got space right here. We got Zebra Corner. I love this guy. How to sand a floor. Joe, look at, what are we doing? A reaction video? Fails? I don't know what this is. Real World Police. Joe just got his badge from the Sheriff's Department. Supreme Fiend, shout out to you for them subs right there, or for that sub. Charles says, when's that dog channel coming? It's coming soon. I want to share, I got to close, well, I got to close this real quick. I can't show you my history, because God, I don't know if any of them, I don't know what's in my history, because I'm not the only one watching videos on this computer. Okay, well, I can, I can show you my history. Fuck it. It's clean. It's clean. So we got a lot of space stuff. There's the Along Came Polly scene that we were talking about in yesterday's Bobo right there. More space stuff, more after prison show, after prison show, after prison show, after prison show. I was looking for the video of the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. I don't know why. Somebody said that there was one. And then you see like piece of shits making videos like this. A giant snake attacked Kobe's helicopter. Like, what the fuck? These videos have like their rating 50%, 50. That's the like to dislike ratio. There's not even anything on this video. Really bad stuff. But where's the video? Oh, here we go. Right? Chill. Folks, would you shit yourself or not? Now, I love this channel right here, even though it is catastrophic. It's called X-Pilot. Basically, what they do is they use a flight simulator to reenact plane crashes. I don't know why I am obsessed with plane crashes, considering I do fly from time to time. And every time I'm in the air, I feel like I'm in that movie Fight Club where he's visualizing a midair collision. I feel like the wings is going to fall off. I feel like if I don't keep my eyes on the wings, they're going to fall off. So I don't know if you guys ever heard about this story, and if you didn't, this is absolutely for real. And I ask all of you prior to even going into this, would you shit yourself or not if you were this pilot who was sucked out in flight on British Airways Flight 5390? Would you shit yourself? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you that I would. So basically, it starts, it's a long video. We're not going to watch the entire video. So boom, the flight is preparing its journey. And then boom, it's an 18-year-old plane. And then boom, there's 81 passengers on it. We're now in first-person view in GTA 5. And then boom, on board is the flight people. And then boom, we're taking off. Look at the graphics, boy. You got you a 2000 graphics card in your computer. Junie Cake says, I ain't shitting, and I ain't kidding. Well, folks, as the flight is climbing to its cruising altitude of, 32,000 feet or some shit, all of a sudden, the left cockpit window blows out like my ass did yesterday at the chiropractor's office, partially ejecting Captain Lancaster. Boom. Now, we were at cruising altitude. Cruising altitude is over, it's got to be like somewhere around like 20 to 30,000 feet, somewhere in that wheelhouse, right? And all of a sudden, boom, the window blows out and the captain gets sucked out of the fucking plane. If you think about things that could go wrong while flying, I got to imagine this is the number one thing that could happen. Boom! Oh, shit. Attention passengers on board JetBlue. Don't want to alarm anybody. Your oxygen mask may have just been deployed. You're probably wondering to yourself, what the fuck is going on? We are currently dropping in altitude. But again, don't want to alarm anybody. If you look out your side window, you might notice that Captain Lancaster is currently outside the aircraft. Great day to fly. Yeah, boom, there goes your fucking pilot. We're dropping and then boom, all of a sudden, I don't even know if this is real footage or not, okay? But here is the pilot who is not completely gone, but he's stuck to the fucking side of the plane at 20 to 30,000 feet. There ain't even air up there. It's like negative something degrees up there. This dude, if he ain't dead yet, he's freezing to death, and he has long ago shit himself. The stench of caca is so predominant inside of the cockpit, but nobody's paying attention to that because, folks, we've got bigger fish to fry. There's a goddamn pilot stuck to the fucking plane like a goddamn bug. Like a bug on the windshield. What they'll end up trying to do is contact ground control. We got a situation up here. Houston, we've got a problem. Our pilot seems to have shit himself on the way of being ejected from the aircraft, 81 patrons aboard. We don't have a contingency plan for this. They can't even hear ground control. Okay? Captain Lansiker's feet get hooked. His entire upper torso is outside of the plane with his legs trapped inside. You know, the crew is trying to hold this dude. The cockpit door is ripped off. Folks, I don't even got to be the pilot. I could be back there in seat 32D, right there by the motherfucking latrine. I'm shitting myself. I ain't even got to walk to the latrine. I am shitting myself. What would you do? Would you shit yourself or not? Fuck nah. Getting ejected out of an airplane? Shit. I've seen Top Gun. I'd be like Tom Cruise in that movie. I'd be Goose or Maverick. I don't know how you couldn't shit yourself. I don't even think it's like a question of do it or don't do it. I think it's going to be an involuntary impulse. Like, just as soon as that windshield gets blasted out of that goddamn cockpit, so too are your underwear, your underoos. They're getting fucking blasted. They are getting sharded with shrapnel of fucking, long flight TV dinners. Boom, windshield. There goes your pants. Your fucking gripper's just ejected out of your ass. You're done. And I don't want nobody to sit here and act like they wouldn't do it. Ah, man. Shit. Y'all been to prison, though. You been to prison? Have you ever been stuck to the side of an airplane like a fucking fly? So they can't get the throttle to change because of whatever the situation is. So they're flying unbelievably fast, 345 miles an hour and all. The pilot's losing consciousness because of the cold and the thin air. It's minus 17 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the fuck that equates to in Fahrenheit. And, the flight attendants, they're trying to grab onto the pilot. They're switching out because they're freezing to fucking death. They're trying to contact radio traffic controllers to inform them of the emergency, but there's so much goddamn wind whipping through the goddamn cockpit, nobody can hear shit. And also, they're flying rapidly toward London, which is amongst the busiest airspace in the world, with no way to tell other planes, get the fuck out the way. We got a pilot stuck to the side of the plane. Damn. Yowzers, like your trousers. Without aid from controllers, they just risk everything by entering conflict with other aircrafts. Fuck it. What do you do in this situation? They don't prepare you this. They do not prepare you for this in Flight Simulator 2020. They don't. Shit, that pain's coming back. God damn it. They don't prepare you for this. You've got 81 people on board plus the crew. And yet you're going to fly into the busiest airspace in the world and risk everything. This is a major roll of the dice. All pants in question, all parties involved and all pants in question have at this point, in fact, yes indeedy, been shitted all up inside of. Everybody has shit their pants. Not just the flight crew and the stewards and the stewardess. I'm talking about everybody on the plane. As soon as that cockpit door flew open, and people were like, damn, where the fuck the door going? Where is that door going? What happened to the door? No Brian intended. So anyways, they finally were able to get down to a lower altitude, get in contact with air traffic control, tell them, air traffic control, we have all just shit our pants and we need to land. Our pilot is currently stuck to the side of the fucking aircraft and they presume he's dead because what else would you say? Captain Obvious is fucking gone, dog. He is gone. He shit himself 10 minutes ago. He's fucking done. He is Dookie Howser all over his pants. So they finally get, help from air traffic control. They're way too heavy. They can't dump fuel. They just took off. They land this bitch. They land the plane. Plane does not blow up. And wouldn't you fucking know it? 35 minutes after taking off, the flight lands, stops at the runway, and the goddamn pilot survived this shit. Everyone on board survives as well as Captain Lancaster, who was suffering from frostbite, bruising, and shock, and also a severe case of shit in the pants. But he lived. You know what I mean? Like, that's him right there. He's like, yo, I'm good. I'm fucking Gucci. When's the next flight up out of here? What they would learn is that the window blew out because it was just, a couple of days or a couple of hours earlier, where 27 hours earlier, they had the windshield replaced in the airplane. Let me tell you something. I don't know shit about the TSA, but whoever the fuck replaced that window, your ass is working at motherfucking McDonald's now. You working at McDonald's. Your career in aviation, your aviation's technical institute degree is now used for knowing the approximate time that it takes to fry some motherfucking French fries at McDonald's. And that was it. However, the mechanic who replaced it had used retention bolts, which were too small in diameter, as he did not refer to the maintenance documentation. Man, I don't replace windows before. They just hired this bitch straight out of the academy. Okay, Bob, your first task is going to be to replace the glass in this cockpit window. You got that? I got it. Bob done lost his fucking job 27 hours after he got it. And if you want to talk about the real gangster in this story, it's that fucking pilot. Doesn't matter if you shit your pants. Real gangsters shit their pants. And again, I don't know if this is actual footage. It probably is. Like, this is fucking nuts. Is this actual footage of this dude flying through the air at 345 miles an hour? Well, he's the real gangster of this story because 5 months after this incident, less than 5 months, this dude was back flying again. Can you imagine that? There wouldn't be nothing in this world that would get me on an airplane again. Not a fucking thing. But Captain Lancaster. Oh, he was working for EasyJet. That sounds super cheap. So, yeah, the aircraft continued working until October of 1993. The incident happened in 1990. And, yeah. Crazy shit. Crazy that nobody died on that. But a lot of toilet paper was lost during that flight. So I wanted to share that with you. That is the first installment of Shit Your Pants or Nah. And now that I have an opportunity to see the comments, as I was sharing the story, I didn't really get to see them too much. Holly asked, did he die? No, he didn't die. Ahab says, I hope the camera guy got paid extra. I ask all of you, yay or nay on the X-nay on the shit in the pants A. Would you shit your pants or not? Just give me a yay or a nay to that. C Breezy, shout out to you for that gift sub, boy. Shout out to you for Gypsy Sapphire. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who's been doing the gift subs right here. We hit 11 subs, though. Shit, good deal. Jimmy James says, Ryan fixed that door. I think everybody's about to be saying a yay to the big time on the shit. Camo Fisherman said big time. Chucky Gamer says, oh yeah. Hydrocarbon says, I wouldn't. I respect your gangster, nonetheless. I respect your gangster. 76ers fan, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being up in here. Wicked TX, what's going on, brother? Watching this made me sharp. Yeah. Made me as well. All right. So, folks, with that being mentioned, tell you a little bit of what we got going on today. Today, I'm probably going to be uploading this prison news story. It's a really good one. At least I hope it is. Sometimes I try to be funny, and sometimes I am funny, and sometimes I try to be funny, and sometimes I go a little too far. I hope in this story, it's a good mix. Because sometimes me going too far is funny. But today's going to be the prison news story. I am going to get some videos filmed today. I got to go over to the house. I got to go out to Connor's work again, pick up some stuff. I got to pick up more materials for the house. And we got to get prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow is the HVAC install. So hopefully this upcoming week, we got heat in this house. Heat in this house is important because we need to be able to control the temperature when we're doing this plaster work. refinishing these walls, skim coating, putting texture on the walls, moving right along. Electrical is moving right along. Plumbing's moving right along. And yesterday I would also go and start piecing in the kitchen. I had to do this again, putting these pieces in the kitchen so we know where what needs to go. Where does the water line need to go for the dishwasher? Where the fuck is the sink going to be? And where's that window going to be precisely? All of those things started to get done. And I'm just really happy and excited to know that we're moving in the right direction. It's good to get back on track. It's good to have people helping us get back on track. I'll share a couple of things with you as we get closer to the end of this Bobo. I actually got to I don't know, all that talk about Dookie, yo, my stomach's starting to hit the Taekwondo, the wax on, wax off right now, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. Whew. Hold it together, Joe. Squeeze them Junies for just a couple of more minutes. Damn, I ain't even kidding when I say that neither. I ran across, God bless it. Hold it together, Joe. Hold it together. Jellicoe would hit me up yesterday and he was like, hey, there's this house that I saw. You know, I think it might be a house that we can get in on before anybody else. I told him my thoughts on how we go about doing that. Look it up on Zillow. Chances are it's probably already in pre-foreclosure, in foreclosure. See what you can find. He sent me some information on it. It didn't say anything about that. It said it was off the market. But real quick, I'll share this with you, a potential contender for our next house. This house is in Portsmouth, $38,000, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, very small house, just like the one that we got. It's even smaller than the one that we currently have. One we currently have is 770 square feet. This one is 764. It's 6 feet smaller. It's sitting on a 5,000 square foot lot, though. Folks, we could put an apartment complex on this bitch. Now, mind you, $38,000 for this house back in 2015 or 2006. It was a long time ago. This house sold for 20-something thousand. Now they got on the market for 38. There's probably a middleman involved in this trying to get a piece of the pie. When you look at, I'll share with you how I go about finding the house. Okay, so if I was looking at this house, boom, there's the house. They want 38 for it. I go look for it on Zillow. Now, mind you, Zillow can be off by a good amount. Well, here's the house, same house, and their estimated value of the house is $50,911. As in, call 911 if your ass think you about to go buy that house. Similar houses nearby sold for $100,000. That's good to know. But this is a very small house, a midget amongst giants. Let's do the street view. What part of the projects are we in? Well, I don't honestly know. And I would go ahead and just take a gander that we're probably in a shithole. Anytime you got numbered streets, we're here on 6th Street, you probably got you a piece of shit. So here's our fucking house, our potential house. A midget amongst giants sitting on this huge corner lot. No judgment intended, but I can't imagine how many people have been shot on this corner. Probably at least one or two. What we got way down here, though? What we got way down here? What is this? Is this the shipyard? That's what it's kind of looking like. I want to see over that fence. What's that sign say, though? Government. Yup. So we're right next to the shipyard. There's the dope man right there rolling around. Oh, that's a cop car. That's an unmarked cop car. Sounds about right. Portsmouth Boulevard. We got a brand new porch right there. Looks like they've done a little bit of work here. Where the fuck is the rest of the siding of this house at? Lord. Okay, so we got a couple of issues, you know. Great neighborhood. Great place to raise your kids at. Fuck if I know. But here's our little house. They want $38,000. Too much for that. I'm just moseying through. What we got right here? Is that a couch? Shit. It's a bed. Damn it. You know, it's crazy what you can see. 1-800-PAC-RAT. It's crazy what you can see on this Google Earth shit. Hold on. Back that up one time. Back it up again. Back it up again. Back it up again. Back it up again. I thought I saw somebody. Where'd he go? Oh, it was her. Crazy shit. We should do a video. But anyway, I'm getting off track real quick. So this is how I go about looking for a house. You know, they want $38,000. Their Zestimate says it's $51,000 or, you know, about $51,000. It's not in a great area. It would be hard to sell that house. How much would we have to put into repairs on it? There's not even pictures of the house, I don't think. I can't even think straight because my stomach is bubbling right now. Okay, well, anyways, I don't really like it, but there are houses out there. You got to look at how much you're going to pay for the house, how much you're going to spend in fixing the house, and what that house could potentially be worth. Real quick, as I wrap this up, currently budget-wise, we are at, by the time it's all said and done with the HVAC installed and labor paid for, we are at $23,000, almost $24,000. So, there's that. We had a $30,000 budget in mind. I think we're gonna. I hope we don't go over budget, but neither here nor there. Hopefully we don't. Folks, I'm going to go and wrap this up. I think I've shit just a little bit on myself already. I need to get out of here before it gets even worse. I want to thank everybody who helped us reach our sub goal for today. I truly hope you enjoyed today's Bobo. I want it to be a lot less over the top. I noticed that we had, I think, like 300 and something people up in here right now currently. 312. So maybe, you know, maybe I need to be just completely over the top, losing my fucking mind. So, I don't want to be like that, though. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who rock with the Bobo. I hope it's a good way for you guys to get your day started off. I hope it gives you some entertainment. I'm going to look forward to bringing you guys an awesome video today, getting some videos filmed, and getting ready to share with you this upcoming week some major improvements at this house. We're going to try to move beyond all the BS and get to things moving forward. Folks, it's Friday. Have a great day. My pain is coming back in my stomach. My pain is in my ass as well. Have a great one. I'll look forward to talking with you guys again real soon. And until then, peace.